1212 world famous wake up show. We are now in the studio. My man Freeway, Rick Ross, the OG. We talked about the other Rick Ross, man. So we got to kind of close it on that one. What is going to happen with that whole situation, man? How do you feel about me?
I want my name back. You know what I'm saying? I got a court date set up, where I'm trying to get my name back. I got a big law firm that helped me because he got Universal behind him. You know
he's trying to keep the name?
He's trying to keep the name, man.
Oh, that's not right, man.
Yeah, he's trying to keep the name, And now he's saying it's his name, that he made it. Somewhere I heard him on, I think it was Power 106 or one of the radio stations, and he said that I should be happy that he used my name.
Obviously, you're not happy, man.
Not at all. I mean, how can I be happy if you took my car and I see you drive my car around and I'm walking?
Right. And the thing is, like you said, man, a lot of people had counted you out the game completely.
Right.
But let's talk about the present day right now, where you actually are coming back into entertainment game heavy.
I'm finna do it, man, like
so
it ain't
let's
never
break it down,
been there
man.
before. You know what I'm saying? I built a website while I was in jail, freewayenterprise.com. This is a website, it's based on a Facebook, MySpace type of platform for artists to launch their careers, and I'm doing a movie right now. I got Nick Cassavetti, who just wrote my script. Script is sick.
Whoa.
He's gonna direct it.
That's the cat from what movie? Blow. Yeah, he was a screenwriter or
he's a screenwriter for Blow, Alpha Dog, The Notebook.
Okay.
Nick's sick. You know what I'm saying?
How real are you gonna keep your life story?
I kept it pretty real. You know what I'm saying? The movie's not all the way about me because there's a lot of government involvement in what I had and what I done. I thought that I did it all by myself.
Right.
But when I went to court and all the paperwork came out, I found out I had some sources that was unknown to me that was in the White House. Guys like Ronald Reagan and George W. Bush Sr., Oliver North. So
these are like, this is the 80s we're talking about now, right? 1985, 86.
80, well, it started in like 81, 80.
Right.
But it blew my mind to find out that my arms ran that far,
Yeah.
I'm thinking that I'm a local cat, right here in South Central Los Angeles.
Right.
Making moves and making things happen. But then when you find out that these guys are behind the whole movement.
You said Ronald Reagan,
George W.
Bush, Oliver North. That's the Iran-Contra scandal?
That's it. You hit it right on the head.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah. Well, you know what they was doing? They was taking the money from the arms, giving it to these cats to buy drugs.
And then the drugs would come to you, or you would give it to them? Or
no, they was giving me the drugs. They guys that they were getting the drugs for were giving me the drugs.
And then what was in it for them?
Well, they wanted to win a war. They was trying to keep out the Sandinistas out of Nicaragua. They felt that if the Sandinistas took over Nicaragua, then communists would attack America and everybody in America would become communist.
Oh, that communist thing. Yeah. Everybody,
They wasn't having that. So that's really how the cocaine and crack epidemic got sparked in America.
And let me ask you a question, man. This is the psyche I always want to know, man, because, I got a couple of nice things here and there, man. At some point, I'm cool with this $500 watch. I'm cool.
Yeah.
I'm cool with this. Man, what point did you get to where you had to, why didn't you at some point after set a benchmark like, yo, man, when I hit 10 million, I'm out?
Well, once it start coming and you're not really doing anything, but giving orders. I didn't see drugs. I didn't really see money. All I did was got numbers and spent money. So it's like you're not really doing anything, but just giving orders. You pick up a phone call and the guy says, hey, man, I need 20 keys. So you figure, okay, I'm going to make $200,000 off of that, $300,000. Hey, go deliver these 20 keys to him.
Right. So it wasn't like you were hopping in a van and start driving around.
No. And I felt that there was no way they could catch me. I didn't know that the feds use informants and that they didn't have to find drugs and things like this. When you out there selling, you thinking that they got to catch you with drugs in a bag while you walking down the street or you in a car.
Right.
But that's not the case. What they did is they went back through my past and say, okay, this day you sold X amount of drugs. You sold 20 keys to this guy, you sold 50 to this guy, 10 to this guy, and they added up and they say, oh, you did this for 5 years.
Right.
And that's how they give you a case.
So, a lot of people, thought that you were kind of set up.
Well, I was.
Yeah, you was a scapegoat in a way.
And I was in a way, but at the same time, you know, I played a part. You know what I'm saying? I got down. Nobody put a gun to my head and tell me to go out there and sell drugs. I wanted to be in the drug game. You know, I wanted to build a name for myself. You know, I felt like William Roberts did. You know, I didn't have a name. I was a nobody.
Right.
So I was going to take cocaine and make me a name for myself. You know, just like he took Rick Ross and made a name for himself.
Right.
I was going to do it with cocaine.
Let me ask you a question, man. And this is, I asked Run DMC this before too. What was your highest high? Meaning not actually being high, but like the highest high of like what you was doing. And what was your lowest low to this point of your life?
Oh man, just to be able to go around the neighborhood, man, and help people out. You know, to see people come up and say, hey man, you know, I'm about to lose my house, I'm about to get kicked out, and to be able to give them $2,500 or $3,000 or $5,000 if I wanted to. You know, that's like the ultimate. You know, just to be able to help people that need help. You know.
So you wasn't like stashing it all away just for you. You kind of felt like Robin Hood in a weird way.
Yeah, I mean, I look at it like this here, man. What good is to have money if you can't help the people you love?
Right.
You know, if you're just gonna be rich and live on the hill and drive 20 cars, but then all the other people that you're around, they doing dirtball bad, they can't buy food. I mean, you know, is it really worth it, or are you really rich?
What did the cocaine turn into crack, and didn't it eventually affect the community that you was trying to help out in a weird way? I mean, it's kind of like a weird circle.
Absolutely, but you know, when you get involved, sometimes we trying to accomplish one goal, not knowing the end results.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when I got involved with cocaine, you know, just like since I've been doing this movie and stuff, you know, stuff has come out that, you know, back in that time, there was actors that put in their contract, you got to have cocaine on the set for me. You know, that was in their contract. So it was looked at differently at that time. It wasn't looked at, you know, the crack moms and people being strung out and that type of situation. You know, we looked at it as a glamorous party, you know, type of situation.
Right.
And I guess my lowest low would be in court when the judge gave me that life sentence and hit the hammer, and I saw how it affected my mom. You know, it really broke my mom down. And you look at it like, well, damn, you know, I was doing this to help you. You know what I'm saying? I wanted you to have the things that I know you needed when I was growing up, you know, and to hurt the ones you love when you're trying to help them is really hurting. So that was probably my lowest point in my life is that day when the judge hit that hammer and told me that I was going to spend the rest of my life in prison. Hey,
we talking to the original Freeway Rick Ross right now, world famous Wake Up Show. We're going to come right back. Pull it back, man. Dynamics in the studio with me. Pull it back.